You finally sit down to rest, and 5 minutes later, your brain starts screaming, "You're wasting time. You should be doing something. Everyone else is productive. Why can't you just get it together?" Does this sound familiar? I'm Sara Kelly. I'm an ADHD coach for late diagnosed, high achieving women. And today we're talking about the silent but constant battle so many ADHD women face. And that's the guilt that shows up around rest, even when you desperately need it. In this video, we're going to explore why ADHD brains struggle to feel allowed to rest, how this guilt cycle is rooted in more than just mindset, and what you can actually do to start resting without spiraling, even if your to-do list is still a mile long. Let's start with a story. I had a client, let's call her Natalie, who told me, "Even when I'm lying on the couch, I'm not resting. I'm rehearsing everything I didn't do. And then I end up feeling worse than I did if I just stayed busy." And this hit me really hard because I hear versions of it every week, and I've also experienced this myself more times than I can count. Where rest doesn't feel like restoration, it feels like failure. So let's talk about why this is happening. ADHD affects executive functions, the brain's self-management system. That includes regulating motivation, energy, emotions, and task engagement, which means you often operate in extremes, all in or totally depleted. You rely on urgency, stress, or guilt to get things done. And you carry an internal narrative that says, "I can only rest after I've earned it." Add in a lifetime of masking, overcompensating, and trying to catch up with neurotypical standards, and rest becomes another item on the shame list. Here's what this can look like. You finally take a break, but you can't relax. You scroll for hours, not because you're enjoying it, but because you're paralyzed. You feel exhausted, but you tell yourself you're just being lazy. You rest, then beat yourself up for it, and push even harder later to make up for it. And it's not that you don't want to rest, it's that your nervous system doesn't recognize it's safe yet. Quick pause. If this is sounding painfully accurate and you're tired of white-knuckling your way through rest, there's a link in the description if you want to explore whether coaching might help you rebuild a rhythm that works for your brain. Now, let's talk about what actually helps. And not in a just schedule some self-care way, but in a my brain needs a new script kind of way. Number one, redefine rest as maintenance, not a reward. Rest isn't something that you're supposed to earn. It's something your brain requires to function. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't wait until you've accomplished enough to do that. Your brain is the same. It needs regular resets, especially when it's managing ADHD on top of life. So try saying this to yourself. This isn't indulgent. This is me doing what my brain needs to work better, not less. Number two, start with a micro reset. If full downtime feels too loaded, shrink it. 2 minutes of silence in the car, or one song with your eyes closed. 5 slow breaths before opening your inbox. A hot drink you sip without multitasking. These small resets signal safety in your nervous system, which helps to reduce the guilt spiral over time. Number three, and this is a big one, catch the lazy lie. That voice in your head that says you're being lazy, it's not truth, it's conditioning. Try interrupting it with a reframe like this. "My energy is low because I'm doing a lot, even if it doesn't look like it." Or, "Downtime is how I recharge so I can keep showing up, not a signal that I'm slacking." And you don't need to believe it 100% at first. Just keep naming the lie. Number four, use visual reminders instead of invisible effort. ADHD women often discount the emotional labor they carry, so rest feels unjustified. So try writing down what you've actually done. Handled 5 decisions before 9 a.m. Managed my child's meltdown. Stayed focused during 2 Zoom calls while feeling overwhelmed. Seeing your effort on paper helps your brain register, "Oh wait, I have been working, rest makes sense." Number 5, give rest a role. Sometimes rest guilt gets quieter when rest has a purpose. So try reframing it like, "This is my recovery window. This is how I reduce decision fatigue before dinner. This 20 minutes helps my brain transition out of work mode." When rest becomes part of the system, not an escape, it feels more legitimate. Number 6, make downtime more sensory and less passive. Passive rest, like endless scrolling, can leave you feeling more drained and more guilty. Try sensory-based resets. such as gentle movement, soft textures, warm baths, nature sounds, creative play like doodling or baking without pressure, because these support regulation and feel more nourishing to the nervous system. Number 7, track how rest actually affects you. The ADHD brain forgets quickly, so track it. After you rest, even briefly ask, do I feel calmer? Am I thinking more clearly? Was it worth it? Most of the time, the answer is yes. And the more that you notice that, the more your brain will stop resisting it. Number 8, set boundaries around rest and protect them. This might mean putting your phone in another room or telling your family, I'm unavailable for 20 minutes. Scheduling your rest like a meeting and not canceling it, because the world will always ask for more. It's okay to protect what your brain needs. The guilt around rest isn't because you're lazy, it's because you've spent your life trying to prove that you're not. And let's face it, that pressure to earn every moment of peace, to hustle for worthiness, to never let the ball drop, it's absolutely exhausting. But I'm here to tell you that you're allowed to rewrite that story. Rest isn't a sign that you're falling behind. It's a sign that you're learning to live differently with more care, more sustainability, and more of you at the center. And again, if you want support building a rhythm that actually fits for your ADHD brain, one that includes real rest without guilt, I'd love to talk. The link to book a free call with me is in the description of this video. You don't have to earn rest. You just have to give yourself permission to take it. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, share, and I will see you in the next one.